I'm Danielle, your host of the Abridged to Motherhood podcast, the place where moms like you learn to thrive, not just survive through pregnancy, birth, and postpartum. I'm a birth and postpartum doula and a mom of two who's been where you are. My first pregnancy was filled with so much excitement, but it was also marked by stress, anxiety, and fear of the unknown. I thought I had everything mapped out, but when postpartum hit, I realized how unprepared I was for the physical, emotional, and mental toll of motherhood. It was overwhelming, lonely, and nothing like I imagined. When I found out I was pregnant again, I knew I needed to approach things differently. I made it my mission to not only prepare for postpartum, but to prioritize myself in the process. That shift changed everything. Now I'm here to help you do the same. Whether you're navigating your first pregnancy, feeling buried under endless advice, or struggling to figure out what you actually need for postpartum, this podcast is your safe space. You'll find practical tips, honest conversations, and expert insights to help you feel informed, supported, and empowered through every stage of motherhood. If you're ready to feel confident, prepared, and truly supported in your motherhood journey, stick around. This is for you. Hey friends, welcome back to the Abridged to Motherhood podcast. Today's episode explores how counseling can be a transformative tool in navigating the challenges of postpartum life. Whether you're experiencing mental health struggles or simply seeking support, counseling can provide clarity, healing, and empowerment during this major life transition. Obviously, I am a huge proponent for counseling. It was a gigantic part of my healing journey, and actually, we're going to hear from my counselor, Brittany Keating, next week all about relationships after baby, and we talk about how integral counseling has been in my perinatal mental health journey and in my marriage too. So let's dive into 5 reasons why counseling supports a healthy postpartum transition. Oftentimes, moms feel ashamed or hesitant about seeking counseling, worrying that maybe it means they failed or that they cannot handle motherhood on their own. There's this huge misconception that postpartum challenges should be handled in isolation and we should just be able to toughen up and figure it out. And we often even have people in our lives telling us that, well, I did it all on my own. Why can't you do it on your own? But many don't realize how counseling can even proactively prevent bigger mental health struggles down the line. So number 1, counseling provides a safe space to process emotions. You can openly discuss your fears, anxieties, or feelings of overwhelm without judgment. Too often, we suppress our emotions or feel ashamed for experiencing anything other than joy in motherhood. But you can feel 2 things at once. You can be grateful and joyful for having your beautiful baby, but also be struggling with anxiety and fear and worry and sadness and grief of missing your life before you had your baby. Processing emotions helps you move through them and find relief instead of letting them build up. Number 2, it offers tools for navigating postpartum challenges. A counselor can teach practical techniques for managing stress, improving sleep routines, or balancing new responsibilities. Trying to figure everything out alone or relying on generic advice that doesn't suit your situation does nothing for you. With counseling, you're going to get personalized strategies that can make your postpartum journey smoother and less overwhelming. Number 3, counseling helps normalize the postpartum experience. You're going to hear from Brittany about being in the Now You Know Club. And until you have that postpartum experience, you just don't know. And learning that some feelings of worry and fear are normal, some mood swings are normal, feelings of frustration and being exhausted are normal and common, but they're also manageable. Believing that you're the only one that feels this way leads to so much isolation and guilt. And you need to understand that you're not alone, because this is going to help you foster self-compassion and reduce that shame that you might be feeling. Number 4, counseling can strengthen your relationships. Counselors can help facilitate conversations with your partner, family, or support team about your needs and boundaries. I have talked to counselors who have actually reached out to providers to share some sensitive information that maybe their client doesn't feel like they can say aloud. Obviously, there's some waivers being signed so that the counselor can speak to that provider. But not only that, they can also help you navigate those conversations if your partner or support team doesn't come to counseling with you, but they can give you tools and words to start those conversations. So often we let resentment build up when there's miscommunication and unspoken expectations, and having those tools of how to start those conversations can be huge in preventing that from happening. Healthy relationships are crucial for our mental and emotional well-being postpartum. Number 5, counseling provides long-term benefits for your mental health. Developing skills like mindfulness, coping mechanisms, and emotional regulation, these things can be used beyond the postpartum phase and help you in your parenting with your child and teaching them these skills. Counseling isn't a short-term fix. It's an investment in your long-term overall mental health. Long-term mental health tools help you thrive, not just survive, in motherhood and in life. And again, you don't have to wait for the poop to hit the fan, so to say. You can go to counseling before anything is actually wrong and just get support you need moving forward. So if you are interested in finding a therapist near you or online, I would suggest finding someone who is certified in perinatal mental health. Postpartum Support International has an entire website devoted to this where you can search your area to find options that feel right for you. And start small. Schedule an initial session to explore whether counseling could be a good fit for your needs. And you may not find the perfect counselor on the first try. I had 2 before I found my current counselor. They were not perinatal mental health certified. They were great, and they helped me get through some really difficult times in life. And then having that experience of someone who is certified in that area made a huge difference because they get it. They typically are moms. They're trained in this specific area, and they're there to really help you move through these difficult mental health issues that you may be facing. And if that is you, like you're facing postpartum anxiety, postpartum OCD, postpartum depression, postpartum rage, I want you to know that taking this step to go to counseling is so incredibly brave and vulnerable. And I pray that you have a trusted friend or your partner that you can talk to about going to counseling, and then create that accountability and support for your decision moving forward. If you are struggling, I want you to know that I am here for you. I will say it until I am blue in the face. Counseling isn't a sign of weakness. It's a powerful way to invest in your well-being as you navigate the joys and challenges of new motherhood. Remember, seeking support doesn't mean you're struggling. It means you're showing up for yourself in the best possible way. Friends, I cannot wait to see you next week. If you are on the wait list, you know that my pre-sale is going on right now for the Abridged Motherhood community. It closes on Friday, July 11th. And in the pre-sale, all those people are getting special one-on-one bonus calls with me. So if you've been thinking about joining the community, you've heard me talk about it on the podcast, you want a place with real support where you can feel seen, known, loved, and heard, this is the time to invest in yourself. You're going to get 2 monthly calls with me, support group style, where you can share what's going on, receive advice from a postpartum doula and mom of 2, and then 1 expert monthly call where I'm bringing someone in the perinatal space from pregnancy to postpartum to talk to us about issues that all mothers face. And don't worry if you can't make the calls. Those ones will be recorded. You can submit questions if you cannot make the calls. I want this to be something that is easy for you as a new mama. Bring your babies to support group online, and we are all in this together. So again, make sure you go to the show notes, abridgetomotherhood.com/presale before Friday to secure your spot. We kick off officially on September 6th. Can't wait to see you in there. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Abridged to Motherhood podcast. I'm so glad you were here today. If you loved this episode, I'd be so grateful if you could leave a review for the podcast on whatever platform you're listening on. Share it with a friend or snap a screenshot and tag me on social media. If you decide to leave me a review, go to abridgetomotherhood.com/review. That link is also in the show notes so that I can send you a little gift in the mail. Your support helps other moms to find the podcast, and it truly means the world to me. Remember, your motherhood journey deserves your care and attention. Until next time, keep showing up for yourself, mama, and don't worry, I'm here to help every step of the way. See you soon.